Welcome back to Building a City from Scratch. I'm Hell Jackie, and I am a happy guy. You know why? Because I finally got a city! Yeah, after all the craziness of that last part that we saw, pulling out my hair and trying to get everything to fit nicely, I've actually got a working, functioning city. So I'm just going to put the simulation on play. It looks a little choppy with the frame rate, but that's because I have shadows on. So I think it would look a little bit... It won't look as nice if I take the shadows off, but for the sake of recording and general flow of things, I've got to do it. As much as I like shadows. Yeah, that's a lot better. Also, I think I've completely fixed my plugins. At least I hope I have. I got rid of some of those buildings. So hopefully once they go kaput, that'll be it. So for example, what was this? This is the iron block building. I think I got rid of that one. There was another one like 121. I got rid of that one. And there was like I don't know. All those trees. Now when I click around, they're fixed. Look, no brown boxes anywhere on the street. Makes me happy. So that's good. Bit of a traffic accident here. Monitor the traffic volume and stuff as things continue. So right now, I just wanted to put, wanted to check that traffic graph now that I have a city that's going without the crash. See, oop, that put zones. Zones just takes a minute to change. I don't know why it displays subway below, but it does. And just see where some of the problems are. Like, they're mostly on intersections and whatever. Like this guy here, once I plop it down, it'll be gone forever. So, as I leave the, I think everything's good, really. I might put the NAM simulator back on low, just so I have a little bit more to work with. Because I think medium's too easy, at least for my play level. Oh, this is network. Oh, this is Tulip. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna let the simulation run on just low for now, and I'll just be building some things in the meantime, like infill and whatever, just to see how it adapts to the road network and what problems arise and things like that. So the pace will be slowed down a little bit, which is good. It'll help you admire the city and how I play the game, all that fun stuff. Let's see, is that the double intersection? Here's the single. See, this is why I like to get the turning lanes done earlier, because sometimes it's just hard to see. And then you gotta demolish stuff. And that's not fun. Especially if you can avoid it, right? So what way am I facing anyway? It was this way, right? Yeah, the city connection's that way. So that's good. Another intersection till here. Oops. I think I can fix that. Can I just plop something? Okay, good. Easy fix. That way. Well, yeah, all the parts won't slow down, but this one will be because, we have now built a real city, and I need to see how it works. What it needs. how it can grow. Did I not even put turning lanes in this one? I'm a little dumb, because people can't even turn left on this. That'll be fixed up. I could even do some turning lanes for the avenue too. These things, once they're gone, they'll never be coming back. You know, that's okay. I really don't need turning lanes there. There were some, I believe, in development for diagonals, but until then, you just need to watch it. Like, this is going to be a busy road. Because there's a lot of residential. The game's running pretty smooth, though, with the simulation on and everything, so I'm happy. Maybe do a little bit of development over here, since I'm here. Mostly residential. I'm not saying that this whole place will be a bedroom community, but I definitely don't have a downtown set up yet. And how am I going to do this side? I could have a road that... just have a back road here. And where is it? Oh, it actually meets here. This would be a good spot for an avenue roundabout. Remember to put the NAM HQ in the other one. This time, I think I'll put it here. Make things more interesting. They're... not sure how they meet. Oops. Sometimes I was zooming out too fast and I wasn't on the... I was scrolling too fast and I wasn't selecting pieces and whatever. Okay, it doesn't like that. That's better. May as well just widen this road. Yeah. Yuck. Do I want this as a two-lane road? I probably want it... probably want this up here. So that just means I need to put the roundabout over here. Which means I gotta use those pieces here. It's being a little unfriendly to me, though. But that means that I won't be able to connect this part of the avenue in. It's alright, when there's a will, there's a way. Shall I have this extend a little bit further? Something like that. I'll keep it level-ish. These guys will be without a home, but that's okay. Let's do some rezoning. So that looks a bit better. Oops. There'll be a lot of oopses and stuff if I've probably done my share of them already. And I wonder if I can just make these things one-way roads. I really shouldn't do that. Probably sounds a little annoying, eh? So I want road smooth curves. Looks like there's not quite enough room. It'll line up there, but not this side. I do the in-game curve with it too. Nah, it doesn't let me do it. Maybe a couple lane shifts. There's not fractional angle one-way road yet. But before I do that, I just need to see if it's even worth it. So this is one-way road. Yep. Good. Pretty much go all the way down to about here. Oh, that's just a street thing. And the parallel road, how far does it go? Stop at a roundabout? Oh, it does. Okay. Or does it curve a bit? So I can get it started to about here. Oh yeah, I gotta demolish that. So it's a little bit of work, but I think it'll improve. I'm just gonna pause it for now while I get the work in. And I'll probably do the same for this. Just because I don't need those turning lanes even though I put them in. So it starts here and drags down. Like, you won't need to make a left-hand turn here anymore. Oh, it doesn't like me, but I'll just throw in another starter piece. As long as I don't hover it over this transit-enabled lot here, I should be okay. I'll probably just have to redo that. That's fine. I can live with that. Yeah, it's probably good to have the center lane just end there. I think there is a transition piece that you can do, but I don't know if it exists for that width of the road. Oh, actually, I need to extend this just a little bit so it connects. Actually doesn't like that. One piece down. Good, and then here just be a couple lane shifts, because there's no fractional angle stuff yet. But I mean, it doesn't look half bad. Where is there fractional angle? I don't think there is. Okay, I stand corrected. There is. Oops. Which way is that facing? That's good. Just this will be the very first time in my life of using fractional angle one-way roads. But there's a first time for everything, right? Now if I move this back a bit, I could create turning lanes here. Ah, okay. Yeah? Sure, why not, since I'm at it. But I just did all this work. I can extend it like a little bit here and be turning lanes. Because anybody driving on this road, they're probably going to want to make a left turn here. But it just looks so neat, so maybe not. I'll make an exception for that. Yeah, I'll make an exception for that. Why is this kind of sink down, too? And keep that level. It won't look as bad. In fact, since I have room to play with, get a nice slope. Oh, put the simulation back on that I've done all that work. So I now have 2 avenue roundabouts. Give the game a save. Name HQ might look okay here too. Because that roundabout wasn't really needed that much. You know what? I don't know even remember what this is in the landmarks menu. So I'll keep it for now, and I did all this work here. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's awfully... I don't normally put avenues this close together, but looks like I've made an exception. This would be a nice place for some commercial stuff. I think they're demanding for commercial stuff anyway. Oh, there's a pop-up there just saying that my mouse batteries are dying. I should have enough to finish this part, though. Only when the warning comes, I have a little bit more time. I don't like this building here. Oh, being greeted by a big present. This is another problem. SimGoober Professional Center. Space for the lower wealth office workers. But it's medium wealth. Oh, but there's no low wealth office. So I'm just going to write down what it is. So SimGoober. Goober. And then center ER. See, here in Canada, people pronounce, or they spell center with RE. So if I put that into my plugin, sometimes when I search for center or something, it doesn't show what I'm looking for. And do I want a front on this? Probably. Or at least have it curve in and then out. It almost looks like you can drag. You should be able to drag an avenue in here, median and everything, right? Like 2 lanes of median. Looks similar to this, right? No, I'll just run a road. Parallel to it. Bus stop here. And subway since I had it selected. So this is normally how things will go, I think. I'll just have the simulator on normal. And then when I'm like done a section or something, I'll put it on hyper fast. Cheetah speed, whatever you want to call it. Did I just give it a save there? Sometimes I just forget, but I'll give it a save now. I'm just so used to playing this game with shadows. It just looks so much better with shadows. Still looks good, though. I'm not complaining. So I got a nice little curve thing here, so it's grid defying. You always want to break away from the grid as successfully as you can. And what's this? Oh, it's just another iron block. They should be gone now, once I fully delete them all. It's probably another one. Yeah. Oh yeah, how's this station doing? So it's a bus stop, monorail station, and subway station. 14% usage. It's NAM certified. Which is always good to know. So 70 and then 80. Be some good spots for residential that you can just walk to work. Don't need too much transit here. I'm happy with my traffic graph too. For a city starting out, it normally is almost all car, depending, even if you have like no mass, a lot of mass transit. So that's a good turnout. I want this. This road kind of shouldn't be here, but it is. Then once I start building closer to the highway, some of this traffic will be okay too. It seems to be the main intersection of town. It's almost more use on the... It's more use on the avenue than there is... So what's this? 3700, 1860... Yeah, it's almost about the same. There is more usage on the avenue than there is the 3-lane road. And I'm glad I put this in because it's getting a decent amount of usage as well. And then I like how as soon as traffic starts to get a little backed up here, it widens to 3 lanes, which is exactly what you want. So yeah, this part is just basically admiring the city, making small improvements and a little bit of expansion. Probably follow a similar amount of a similar standard from here on in. Like that. I'll just keep that flat actually. Maybe have it meet here. Not gonna let me do a smooth curve here? Well, I hate you too. Doing it right? I have a bit of a brain fart there. I'll just stick in a normal curve. Oops. Probably should keep it flat. That doesn't line up. This is where the road should be, but it's not anymore. Let's see what I can do here. Probably have this road continue. Do like a really wide curve. Move it up a bit. On this side, I'll do the shorter curve. Or kind of go even further up. If I can get something around there, that'd be cool too. Yeah? Okay. then this will just parallel, I guess, until it meets the highway. I'll have walls and maybe some green space, so wall and green space, and then it's maybe tiles. You know what? Let's have $6 here. Then I got lots of room to play around by the highway frontage. That was a little too ambitious. I would just go this way and then just reverse it. Oh, this is cool because it actually... Okay, that's good. This will be kind of a more downtown area anyway, so one-way roads work pretty well with it. Let them collide here and just meet the... Because they're both pieces now. Oh right, you can just drag them in now. Is there any way for me just to have it? Ah, that's what I was looking for. Then I can maybe even put in a turning lane here. How's this parallel? That's good. It doesn't like that. If I was one tile down, it would. I had a smooth curve before. I don't know how I did it. It was like wanting to curve in. I don't know. Ah, not enough room. Oh, you just click. You don't drag, you just click. Ah. Just click. You just click. You just click. Well, that's that. I'm still getting used to them just like you guys. So, building up to the edge of the freeway. I think I'll keep the grid nature until something more interesting, of course, starts. I wonder if these roads could become one-way, too. No, because of the park. Not quite. On this side, I haven't quite figured out what to do, so I'll leave it look wide. Uh-oh, 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 oh! Well, you know, what can you do? This was a picture I took during the first growth. I think it was pretty neat. I've posted it to a few boards and whatever, so, you know, it's good. I think I just saved very recently, right? I just saved when I did that roundabout thing at the side, so I'll call the part there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like I said, we've got a city now, and it's growing. Have a good one.